be so fun. I'm definitely not just exposing myself here. It is July, which means we are officially halfway through 2005. Wait, 2025. Can you tell? My brain is living in the past, but we are officially halfway through 2025, which means we are due for another monthly reset. I think this is going to be kind of like the 2.0 of my mid-year reset, because when I was filming that, I was like, it's halfway through the year, but realistically, I was a month too early because now it is halfway through 2025. Now we are halfway through the year. So today we are going to be doing a massive mid-year monthly reset. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like I could really use this time to get my shit together. Not that my shit isn't together, but it definitely could be more together. I could be, hello? I literally nearly just knocked this march over. That would not have been the best start to this monthly reset routine. Anyway, if you guys are new here, my name is Beth. I love to go to concerts and overshare in all of my vlogs. And one of the things I'm doing this year is challenging myself to do a monthly reset every single month. So far, I've only missed one, and that was when I lost my voice for 5 weeks after Coachella from yelling at Lady Gaga. So if you haven't subscribed, you should definitely subscribe because we're basically best friends at this point. So the first thing I like to do in these monthly resets is a massive deep clean. I'm a big believer, I think I've said this in every single monthly reset, but I'm a big believer that if my space is cluttered and messy and dirty, I feel like my mind is cluttered, I can't focus on things. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a big deep clean of this apartment. It's due for one. The dishes need to be done, the bathroom needs to be tackled. I did my fake tan last night, if you can't tell by how fluorescent orange I probably look. So my bed sheets need to be washed. We've got a lot to do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start in the bedroom and then make our way anti-clockwise around the apartment. I truly think that we can get this done in 2 hours. I think half an hour for each room. If we really just lock in, we can get it done. I'm gonna put my headphones on. Oh, side note, if you watched my last monthly reset, I said I was gonna order a little case for my AirPods, and I did. I'm so proud of myself. Look at me go. But I reckon if we just put some headphones in, blast some music, probably Taylor Swift, we can get through this in 2 hours. Let's lock the in. Okay, first we need to pick up all of this and put it away. There's so much fake tan on these sheets. Put new sheets on, but I can't be bothered, and I could just wash these sheets, dry them, then put them back on. So in the name of procrastination, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, bedroom is done. I didn't make the bed, but it's fine. We will do it later. We have to wash the sheets first. But before I do the laundry room, I'm literally gonna chug this because I need this like basically injected into my veins. I'm running low on energy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm on day 3 of my period and I kind of just want to lay down, scream into a pillow, eat chocolate and give up on everything. But alas, the show and the year goes on. Like we can't stop time moving. We need to monthly reset. So cheers to July, I guess. Oh my god, I just got brain freeze. Woo! Okay guys, let's do this thing. It is now time to clean the kitchen. Is it echoing in here? Can you hear an echo? Also guys, I'm so sorry if the lighting is absolutely awful in this video. It is the worst weather outside. It's literally pouring with rain. I don't know if you can hear the rain on my windows, but it is literally the gloomiest day, which is why I want to lay down in bed, especially because I have my period as well. But I'm so happy because it only took me an hour to do the bedroom and the living room, so we're on track. So now we're gonna do the kitchen and then we'll move into the bathroom and then we are done. And you know what? I think I'm gonna treat myself to an iced decaf once we're done. Oh, that's gonna keep me going for the next parts of the reset. I made this so good. Wow, this has actually made my day. This is the perfect iced coffee color, in my opinion. Hopefully the placebo effect of this kicks in because guys, it is now time to move into basically the second half of the monthly reset. First thing we're gonna do is our digital deep clean and declutter. Basically, this is where I organize my MacBook. If there's any files that I need to file, I file them. Like if my downloads folder is messy or my desktop is messy, I move all my footage from the month to my hard drive. And then I also go through and clean up my phone as well. The main things that I do on my phone are delete any text messages, any apps that I don't use, and then I also do a little bit of a social media unfollowing as well. I am so passionate about unfollowing people if they are not positively influencing your life, because I think on social media, you can't control everything you consume because there's the explore page on Instagram, the For You page on TikTok. So it's important to control what you can, and that is who you follow. So I'm gonna go through my Instagram. I don't really care about TikTok because, to be honest, I'm only really on the For You page. It's mostly just Instagram. So I'm gonna go through that. And yeah, that's basically it. So let's go ahead and smash this out as fast as we can. We are done. Wow, I had so many files to transfer to my hard drive, like way more than usual. That took so long. Well, I will say the hard drive that I have is so good. It's the Samsung T7, so it's just so random. So the files do transfer pretty fast, but I was like, damn, okay, my computer's really she's been storing everything. Also guys, I don't think I have shown you or vlogged since, but Cal and I put up more record shelves. I am obsessed with them. Anyway, now that the digital declutter and deep clean is done, it is time to do a little end of month reflection. If you are doing a monthly reset, like if you're watching this and you're kind of doing things as I'm doing them, if you haven't done a half yearly reflection, I definitely recommend doing that. I did that in my last monthly reset video, which was my mid-year monthly reset, but I think it's so good at this time of the year to just do a big reflection on the first half of the year and then take what you learn from that into the second half of the year. So let's go ahead and do that. If you guys haven't watched the monthly resets before, basically I have this this goals page on my Notion. Also, my laptop is here. I promise I'm not just like staring at the ground looking at nothing, but I have this goals page, and to the side you can see I have a monthly goals section, and when I click on each of these I can see the goals that I have for that month, and then underneath there I have the end of month review. So this is where I'm going to do my little reflection, and then these are the sections that I have in here. I have liked, what did I enjoy most this month, learned, what did I learn this month, lacked, what could I have done better this month, and longed for, what do I wish existed or was possible to make this month run smoother. And then I just put a couple of dot points under each. So let's go and fill this out. My reflection is done. This is what I wrote down. I always feel so vulnerable sharing these with you, but I'm an oversharer. I overshare on all of my vlogs. But the main thing that I'm taking from this is that in July, and honestly August as well, if you guys don't know, I'm going to Europe at the end of August. So over the next 2 months, I really need to focus on cutting back on caffeine more. As you can see at the top under liked, I did start cutting back on caffeine towards the end of the month. Same as reading before bed more consistently. Like I started that towards the end of the month, but over the next 2 months I really want to be cutting back on caffeine, focusing on my health and having that as a top priority, fixing my sugar addiction, which again just goes back to health. And yeah, the more I look at this, the more I see that I can take from this, that focusing on my health is something that I need to prioritize next month and in the second half of the year. So highly recommend doing this. I find this so helpful. It really just helps you get an idea of where the you are. I feel like sometimes time is moving by so fast. You have work, you have catch up with friends, there's always so much going on. So it's nice to just take a step back and really check in with yourself. And if you're checking in and you're like, I'm like not killing it, there's so many things that I want to be doing, don't worry, you've got time. Let's switch it around. It's only halfway through the year. We're only halfway through. You have so much time. But definitely be honest with yourself when you're doing this, because it's there to help you. While we're in this page, let's scroll up and look at my goals. Actually, before that, let me give you a little rundown of how I have my goals in case you haven't watched any of my resets before. So on my Notion, I have this page. It's called 2025 goals. I have my word for the year, which is thrive. I have my 2025 goals right under that. Then to the right hand side, I have my weekly goals, and underneath that I have my monthly goals. And if you click on one of these months, let's go into June since that was the month that we're, I guess, saying goodbye to. You can see that I have my monthly goals there, and then underneath there, that's where we just did the monthly reflection. So that's how I have my goals set up on my Notion. Also, I have a template of my Notion available, so I will have that linked below for you guys. I started by downloading a template, but then I customized it a lot. So if you're interested in this, that'll be down below for you guys. And as you can see as well, I have my goals broken down into 6 sections. I have work, physical, financial, mental, hobbies, and personal. And then I have 2 goals under each of those categories. And that's how I follow it for not only my yearly goals, but also my weekly goals and monthly goals. So essentially, my weekly goals help me achieve my monthly goals, and then my monthly goals help me achieve my yearly goals. Well, in theory, I really like this system. And the thing is, I really swear by it. It does work, but you obviously have to put in the work. And I just feel like this month, well, like the month of June, I just didn't really feel like putting in the work. I did towards the end of the month, but yeah, I was slacking on some stuff. And the thing is, because I have this system, the whole time I was slacking, I knew I was, because I was like, I'm not setting weekly goals. I'm not looking at my monthly goals. I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? The system's not failing me, like I'm failing the system. I'm not putting in the work, which is something that I really want to do for the second half of the year, because I feel so much better when I'm on top of my shit. So let's go into my June goals. So these are all of my goals that I have for June. As you can see as well, next to the goals, I have the status, which I can change to either not started, in progress, done, or next year. And then I have the type of the goal on the right, which is one of those 6 categories. So let's go through these together and mark them off. This is gonna be so fun. I'm definitely not just exposing myself here. Okay, first goal, post more regularly, post more consistently on short form. Guys, I think we absolutely absolutely fucking slayed that this month. I've been trying to post a short form video every weekday, so Monday to Friday. And while I didn't do that perfectly this month, short form has been a really big focus for me and I've been loving it so much. So I'm ticking that as done. Keep up with client work, done. Keep going to Pilates and 10K steps daily, done. One thing about me is I will always get my 10K steps even when I had COVID. I'm not bragging about this. I know this is a problem. I'm gonna deal with it in like 2026. But even when I had COVID, I was walking around the house getting my 10K steps. Again, a problem for another day. Not something I would necessarily recommend. Naturopath appointment for new health plan. Yes, I can tick that off as done. I had my appointment last week. Put a certain amount into budget account. Didn't do it. I was a little, I don't want to say unhinged, but I definitely didn't have the best spending habits in June. Let's just put it that way. We can skip the next one because that's the second half of the year goal. Find a new therapist. Guys, I don't think I shared this with you in my vlogs, but my therapist went on maternity leave. So I need to find a new therapist. I did not do that last month. I had my last session with her. I think it was the start of June, and she said that the place would reach back out to me because she was going to pass on my notes and then they would reach out to me and organize a new therapist, but they haven't done that. So I'm gonna follow up on that. I'm gonna send an email. But yeah, unfortunately I didn't do that. But in my defense, I thought they were gonna contact me. So it's fine, right? Blog for social media free days. I think I did one, which is not good. I really want to hit that goal next month. I guess I can tick it as in progress. I just never finished progressing to a point where I could mark it as done. Read 2 books and log. Bro, I didn't do any of this. I didn't do any of this this month. I did finish my book that I was reading in May, but I didn't read 2. But like I said in my end of month reflection, I've been reading consistently before bed, like almost every single night. And I feel like I've picked back up on the habit. So in progress, but didn't complete that. Why do I voluntarily do this on the internet? Practice piano once a week. Book Paris accommodation in progress. I just haven't found the place yet, but I'm definitely gonna have to lock that in July because we leave at the end of August, which is coming up so soon. And book hair appointment, yes, done. I booked it on, wait, did I book it in June? Today is July 2nd, so I'm getting thrown off. I got my hair done yesterday, July 1st, and we confirmed it the day before, June 30th. Ho ho ho! Hell yeah. Okay guys, let's see how many goals I achieved. 5 out of 11. Is that half? 5.5. Well, some of them are in progress, so we achieved half of them, which it's not bad, but yeah, I would like that percentage to be higher, you know, because that's not where I want to be at going into the second half of the year. So what I'm going to go do now is write up my goals for July, and I'm going to use my end of month reflection and also how I did in my goals in June to set those. And then I'm also going to go ahead and fill out my weekly goals for this first week of July. I need to be better at my weekly goals. I don't know what it is. Please comment below if you guys have any ideas, but I'm just not a weekly goals girl, I think. I just can't keep on top of them. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm gonna write them down and then we will figure it out as we go. Goals are set for July. As I was setting my goals, I realized something, guys. I don't think I've spoken to you about this fully in depth, but I got this habit tracker maybe 2 months ago. I've definitely shared a bit about it. Also, I'll link the app below for you guys in case you want to get it. But I think I don't focus on my weekly goals as much because I focus so much on my habit tracker. I'll put my phone up on the screen because it's going to be too hard to show you like this, but this is the habit tracker that I have. I used to have it on my main home screen, so this one here, really small, but now I have it on, I guess you would call it my second home screen, and it shows the week spread. And what I really like is that every day, or basically every time I pick up my phone, I see this there and I'm like, oh, I need to do my habits. And it's so satisfying being able to see whether I did them yesterday or not. And when I started with this app, I think that app, yeah, it had a free version, but you could only do like 6 habits, I think. Now I have so many. I have 9 habits that I want to do daily, and it's so easy because I can just click on this widget widget and tick whether I've done it or not, and my steps link from my Apple Watch. I love this app. Like I said, I'll have a link down below for you guys. Highly recommend it. Also, I think I'm just a daily habits girl, and something that I want to try and figure out this month is figure out a way I can have more of my weekly goals in my daily habits, if that makes sense. Or maybe I can even add a widget to my phone home screen that is my weekly goals from my Notion, because yeah, having this habit widget here makes me do my daily habits so consistently. Obviously there's days where I miss stuff, but in general I'm more consistent. So I feel like if I had my weekly goals on my phone in my face, not just on my computer when I have my Notion open, I would be more likely to do them. And also just having aspects of my weekly goals in my habit tracker, like for instance, I have read 10 pages a day and stretch and 10k steps, which link to one of my goals, which is being in the best physical shape of my life this year. Highly recommend a habit app. It has changed my life. I tried to have a habit tracker a few years ago on my computer and I just straight up never ever filled it out, but I fill this out every single day because it's on my home screen. All right, it's now time to smash out my list of random tasks that I need to do at the end of every single month. This is the list, nothing new on it from last month. If you guys think of anything that you think I should add to this list though, please comment it below. But let's put the headphones back on. Let's smash out this list. Oh, you know what I also need to add to the list? Wait, I've forgotten. Oh my God, I just had it in my brain. Editing me is gonna know because I said something before where I was like, I need to get that. Oh, hopefully it comes back to me. But let's work through and tick off everything on this list. I need to go ahead and update my tax document. Because I'm self-employed, I have to pay my own tax, and I like to keep track of how much I earn every single month, all of my expenses, all of that kind of stuff. So I have two spreadsheets, one where I keep track of all of my expenses and all of my earnings for both social media and freelance video editing. And then I have another spreadsheet, and that's where I keep track of all of mine and Kel's bills and also our monthly budget. But the thing about this month, if you guys don't know, is that the end of June is the end of the financial year in Australia. So I actually need to go and finish up my tax spreadsheet. I need to make sure all of my income is logged and all of my expenses are logged along with the receipts. And same goes for my bills with Cal as well, because we both work from home. We can claim parts of our bills. So I really need to make sure these spreadsheets are perfect and they're all done so that I can send them off to my accountant. And then I'm also going to take a look at our budget. I'm pretty happy with where it's at, to be honest. So I don't think anything is going to change there, but I always just like to take a look at it at the end of the month just to be sure. You never know. This might take a little bit longer than usual because it is the end of the financial year, but I'll be so glad when it's done. And then I just need to create these spreadsheets again so I can keep track for the new financial year. New financial year, new me. It is time to update my calendar for the month. I love my Apple Calendar so much. I speak about this in every monthly reset, but I truly would be lost without this thing. I keep track of everything on my Apple Calendar, and I have 5 calendars. I have Life, YouTube Socials, INEG, which is Carl's company that I edit for, Gym, and Freelance. And what I love is that I can pick and choose which calendars that I want to see at a time. So if I only want to see my gym calendar and what workouts I have coming up, I can just have that on. It's so helpful. So what we need to do now is go ahead and fill out my calendar. I like to do just a big bulk fill at the end of each month with everything that I know I have coming up in the upcoming month. I do fill out my calendar as things pop up, but I think it's just good to sit down, take a look at it, see what the month's looking like, and pop down any things that I haven't added in there yet. So let's fill this out. Calendar is all up to date. I can go and update my Notion. So this is what my Notion homepage looks like. It's called Basecamp. And as you can see on the right hand side, I have the same setup that I've had all year, but I have this little section called weekly schedule. And basically this is where I pop down the main things that I have on for that week. And then above that, I have this to-do list here. And this is where I'll expand on each day as it comes. But I find the weekly schedule just so helpful because when I open my Notion every day, I can just see on the right the main things, the main events that I have on for the week. And so I like to fill this out after I filled out my calendar because I get the information obviously from my calendar. And then to the left, I still have my YouTube planner, and this is where I plan out all of my YouTube videos. I plan out the rough title. I have the status in there, whether it's posted, whether it's just an idea, or if I'm editing it, the film date, the due date, and the post date. And honestly, I have not really been keeping up with my YouTube planner. As you guys will know, if you've watched the vlogs, my posting schedule has been a little bit all over the place, basically ever since I got back from Coachella and lost my voice. But July, we're back, baby. We are so back. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill out my weekly schedule and my YouTube planner. Time for me to share with you guys some of my monthly favorites. As I was picking out stuff for this section, I was like, I can't even remember what I've already shown you. Like I went to grab my 1975 vinyl, which is just behind there. And I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure I showed this to you in my last monthly reset. That will just always be a favorite of mine. That album is absolutely phenomenal. But let me share with you guys some stuff that I definitely haven't shown you. First up is something that I mentioned before. It is our, I guess you would call it record wall. But Cal and I, and by that I mean just Cal, put up more of these record shelves and I absolutely love them. I love that it showcases some of our favorite albums and it's a way we can have art on the wall that we can keep changing because as we get new vinyls or start listening to different ones, we can pop them up on the wall. I think it's so fun, and as you guys know, I am such a big music lover and specifically an album lover. I love an album, so it's so fun to display them in our lounge room. And also Cal and I are back in our purchasing vinyls era. It's so hard because they're so expensive in Australia, but there's just something about putting a record on and listening to it that is so intentional and nice. I really enjoy the experience. So that's my first favorite. I'm pretty sure we did it at maybe the middle of last month. I'm not too sure, but I am obsessed. Next are these fake flowers that I got from Kmart. They still have these because I literally only got them, I think, last week, but aren't they so cute? I love the colors. I think it's pretty obvious that they're fake. I'm not trying to pass them as real at all, but I had this vase on my desk empty for so long and I just wanted a pop of color. I do love to have fresh flowers in the house. I have some up on the kitchen bench, but I felt like for my desk, it would be fine to just get some fake ones. I don't have to worry about changing them out. And I'm very happy I got these. These make me so happy and they really just bring some color to my desk. I'll have these linked below if they still have them. They should because I got them last week, you know? Speaking of Kmart, their shoe section has been popping the off lately. I got these two pairs of sneakers last week. Look how cute these are. They're also so comfy as well. I think the red ones were $25 and then these ones were maybe the same or maybe a little bit less, but I love them so much. I would love to get the proper satellite stompers, but I just don't think I would like to spend that much money on them. So it's nice that I can have these fun sneakers for a cheaper price and then I can invest in black ones or white ones that I know I will actually get so much use out of. It's just a fun way to try out a colorful statement piece without spending a lot of money and committing to the bit. Next up is something that I love so much. Actually, did I share this in my last reset? I can't remember if I did, but guys, I've gone back to using Loving Tan. I think I can confirm at this point that this is my favorite tan in the whole entire world, and I'm so sad because it's almost empty. This is the Loving Tan 2 Hour Express Deluxe Bronzing Mousse in dark. I also really like their medium shade as well, but Loving Tan is just so good. I swear when I go and use any other tanning brand, I love it, but then I go back to this and I'm like, oh, this never misses. As I'm saying this, I feel like I did share this in my last monthly reset. If I did, I don't care. I'm sharing it again because she is the best. I think I have a code with them, so I'll pop that below for you guys if I still have that code. But oh, I love her. And then lastly, I want to gatekeep this, but I'm not a gatekeeper, unfortunately, even though this could backfire on me. But guys, this matcha from Woolworths, I think they sell it at Coles too, is so good. I'm so fussy with my matcha. I love a strong matcha. It needs to be a dark or like bright green. None of that pastel green bullshit. You know what I mean? And this one is so good. It comes in these little, oh, this box isn't open. I've been buying a box of this every week, but it comes in these little sachets, and I think, yeah, you get 12 in each box, and the box is $15, which I know it still makes it more than $1 per matcha, and it is a bit expensive, but matcha is so expensive. So this is my new go-to. Could not recommend it more. I love it so much, and I will be purchasing this every single time I go to the supermarket if it's there. I think I have 3 or 4 boxes at the moment, but it's so good. Okay, they were all my favorites for the month. I tried to keep it very short and sweet. Oh, I haven't shared any music or any other favorites that I have. Clearly I said short and sweet and started thinking about Sabrina. Oh, Lord's new album. Wait, did that come out? That came out in June, right? I'm so thrown off because I'm filming this at the start of July. Lord's new album f***ing slaps. Obsessed. Man-Child, if it didn't come out before I filmed my last monthly reset. Certified bop on repeat. On repeat. Oh, also the 1975 set at Glastonbury. Yeah, I've been watching that a lot. Okay guys, they are officially my monthly favorites. Guys, we have officially finished resetting for July. I feel so much better now that this is done. I honestly could not recommend doing a little monthly reset more. It doesn't have to be some big extravagant thing. You don't have to do every single thing that I did. Just take some time to sit down and set yourself up for the next month. You will feel so good, I promise. Like, I truly feel like I have my shit together now. I have a lot of stuff that I still need to get done. I have work tasks that I need to go and finish now, but at least I feel somewhat set up for the month. I feel like I've controlled what I can. So if you guys have watched this far, you should comment down below the memo emoji. Did you know that if you zoom in, this actually has written text? It's not just like pencil scribble. I can't remember what it says, but it does. If you look at it or no, comment down below in the comments what the memo says, unless it's really weird. Surely it wouldn't be weird though because it's an emoji, right? Anyway, also if you've watched this far and you haven't subscribed, you should definitely subscribe because we're basically best friends at this point. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!